Hey, I want to take a minute to introduce a very good friend of mine, Rob Adams. Rob and I have been longtime friends for over 30 years. And so I've asked Rob to share his story of transformation with you today. So Rob, thanks so much for taking the time to share your story. And I know you've shared how you came to Christ in college. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
I did, Steve. I was 19 years old, sophomore in college. Girl I was dating at the time led me to Christ, and unfortunately, subsequent to that, I didn't have anyone in my life to disciple me. So I spent literally the 20 years subsequent to that floundering from a spiritual growth standpoint. Fast forward to 1993, you arranged a trip to Promise Keepers in Boulder, Colorado in the summer of '93. We all came away from that knowing that there was a deeper relationship with Christ that we were all missing.
Yeah.
And as I talked to people in the church, they said, hey, you've got to take this program that Steve Sonderman has crafted called now Base Camp. And the fall of 1993, I did exactly that. I hooked up with 10 other guys that never met before. And we started that journey together, and it changed my life.
As you got involved with those guys, what happened with that group? And what did you see? What did you experience through it?
In a word, I'd say transformation. We've lived life together. We've prayed through illnesses. We've prayed through the loss of loved ones, and it impacted not only our relationship with each other, we discipled each other, but we started discipling others because we were equipped to do that. We discipled our children because we were equipped to do that. And it impacted all the dimensions of our life.
Yeah. Well, and I know that you had a very significant role at work, and that there's a module on faith and work. And so how did that impact the way you viewed work and the way you led at the company?
Yeah, there were several scripture verses that was embedded in the base camp curriculum that informed how I did things. I decided that I needed to take Jesus to work with me. I came up with a servant leadership model that you've seen. The implementation of it occurred over a 20-year period of time. Not surprisingly, the impact it had on our business, Steve, was remarkable. Annual compounded growth rate was over 9%. But most importantly was the culture that it created, that people felt like they belonged, they felt like they were cared for.
Rob, the thing I've appreciated so much is just the way you have multiplied your life. It's just not only the transformation that's taken place in your life, but the way you have invested in other men's lives, and to see all the lives that have been changed by the impact that you've had, but then also right here in your family.
My daughter gave me a collage a couple of years ago that shows the family on it. And it says on it, better together, together forever. And certainly that theme applies to family, but I think it also applies to men's ministry. That we're better together and together forever. That bond that we create is lifelong. And it's blessed my life. You've blessed my life. And our friendship has blessed my life.
Thanks so much, Rob, for sharing your story with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Stephen.